We're here at Gridiron Football 2024 Media Day. I'm here with Coach Gordon of St. Helena High School. Coach, thank you for taking the time to sit down and do this interview with me.
No problem. Glad to be here.
So we're in the end of the summer, but how has the summer workout program been going for you, Coach?
Summer has been really good. This is my third year, so I'm excited having more participation. Guys wasn't, happy about the way last season ended, so in order to change it, you got to do something different. So participation has been really good. We've had a really good 7-on-7 circuit as well, getting those reps in. But like you said, it's coming to an end, and now it's time to put those pads on. So hoping the success that we was able to see translate to real football.
You brought up 7-on-7. That leads me to my next question. So how many of these 7-on-7s have you participated in? How many have you been participating in tournaments?
Yes, sir. Well, we was in the LSU tournament a couple weeks back. Before that, the Baton Rouge League, we were in that. That was all the month of June. Every Wednesday, we would get at least 4 games in, playing teams from around the area. So a lot of great reps, going against a lot of good competition. On next week will be our last deal. We're actually going down to Tulane with the New Orleans Saints with 11-on-11. So, that's going to be a good experience for our kids, exposure, and also kind of getting game ready for some things, because with the rules that you play with them, it's really getting you ready for the sidelines on Friday nights.
Absolutely. So did you guys participate in the spring football game, or?
Yeah, we had Pine. We went to Pine for the spring football.
So talk about that experience and talk about the spring game in general. How did that go for you?
Well, the league that we play in, we have North Lake Christian, Pope John Paul, a lot of those teams, and then who else we had? Even Independence, those guys are real big up front, smashing off type of football, even though Independence was in the spread, right? But Pope John Paul, North Lake Christian, they coming right at you. So we try to play teams that kind of mirror that anytime that we can in exhibition form. Pine has been a great team that's hard-nosed. Coach Bradley Sealer doing a great job out there. So for the last 2 years, we've been able to go and match up against them. This spring, I would say we're much better than we were last year. Kids were actually understanding where they want to be fits, and you kind of try to treat it honestly as like your first game of the season. So we had to hold the lightning delay, but I like what we were before. All that happened, and we had to end it due to the lightning. But it was a great experience. Kids. Biggest thing is we got work in and nobody was hurt, so we happy about that.
Health is always important.
Always.
Coach, you brought up a few schools like Independence, Pope, and that leads me to my next question of the schedule. I know there's a schedule realignment with districts and everything. How has that been for you with all these new teams being added to your schedule? Has that affected you in any way?
It has affected us. As a matter of fact, it gave us a week 8 bye. Springfield went up to 3A. So that left us with not having someone to fill that position unless you're going to play against, of course, a 5A school. So you're getting phone calls throughout the beginning of the year. Hey, such and such, can we play? No, we can't play. It's the middle of the district for us, and of course we would like to get the reps in, but like we just said, health is always the number one thing. So when you play in the middle of the district, have a chance to get some rest, recoup a little bit, whatever bobos you have, get some treatment. So it just made sense to leave it as an open week. But, first 2 games, we have Independence, St. Thomas, and then we take a bye, and then we end up with North Lake and Pope John.
So sticking with the schedule, is there one game that you have circled on your? I know Coach Speak is always the next one, but
yes,
is there one that you just have circled personally that you're excited about, Coach? Everyone has one.
Yeah, you always want to beat the team that'll beat you. Shout out to North Lake Christian. Coach and staff have done a wonderful job. They beat us the last 2 years. It's my 3rd year. So they're the only team in district that I can see that I haven't beat yet. So I would love to get a win this year. Yes, sir.
So talk about some of the key players. Let's back up the spring and even the summer. Who are some key players that are catching your eye right now through all these summer workouts, spring games, that we should be talking about and put them on notice for everyone else to know?
Well, I don't want to talk about them for that reason, but those guys are definitely Willie Martin. He's an athlete for us. You may see Willie line up at defensive end, quarterback, tight end. We can flex him out wide. He's an all-around guy. Made first team last year, all district athlete. So that's always good. We have another guy by the name of Dante Cheney. He's been a linebacker, first team all district last 2 years. He's going to be moving maybe to safety. We asked some other guys that we asked them to step up. My quarterback, he's a kid that's been started as a freshman. He was a freshman all-district first-team performer, so we're trying to get him back to that particular form. Last year, I want to say he took a step back, but I've taken the training wheels off for him, so it's about him making the right reads. He has a cannon for an arm, so just having a kid that can come in and really understand what's going on, but also get the ball there, you can open up your entire playbook. Who else? Jarvis Brister. He's an all-district performer, running back, linebacker type kid. I have a kid by the name of Jamarian Robinson, wide receiver. Ricardo Gallman, wide receiver. If it was 7-on-7, I'll be real proud about what we could possibly do. Because we have skilled guys. It's about getting our linemen, to step up to the plate. Because at that level of football, you're going both ways, right? So I have a kid by the name of George Taylor. He's been working out a lot. I have a really big kid, Kentarius Rhymes. He's about 6'5", 6'6". He's going to play some tackle for me. So we have some guys, man, but it all starts with the guys up front.
So I know coaches don't like to give away, the secrets schematically, but you're in your third season. For those that don't know, what should we expect from St. Helena schematically wise on the offensive side and the defensive side?
Well, from the offensive side of the ball, we're going to try to score points. We want to play our style of football. We want to make you cover the whole field. We want to make you be sound defensively. And again, we want to be able to move on to the next play, good or bad. We always talk about alignment, assignment accomplished on the offensive side. Something I even picked up last week early this week at the coaching convention. Defensively, I'll add to what we do. We do alignment, assignment, annihilate defensively. We want to get after the quarterback. We want to play sound on the back end, of course. Want to be a physical football team, but something they were saying, as a matter of fact, Mr. Pete Golden at Ole Miss, he's a Louisiana guy, and we want to get to the point where we spot the ball, offensively and defensively. If you put the ball down, we believe in ourselves both offensively and defensively. So if we can carry that type of mentality in, I think we'll be fine and be able to fight through 4 quarters of football.
So, as I stated, you've been here for 3 years. How has the administration been for you, Coach? Have they been open arms, just embracing? They just been just welcoming to you?
Oh, most definitely. The crazy thing about it is my first year, head coach AD, doing that first year, I was actually moved to the principalship role. So I was also the admin. So, that was a wonderful learning experience. Our superintendent, as always, try to do what's best for the student body. Before the season ended this year, before the year ended, we brought in Miss Angela Strickland as the new principal. She's done a phenomenal job, which allows me to kind of get back into that role of football and athletic director, athletics really, so it's all been a blessing. So everything has really been open arms. It's been a team approach to everything, anything that I can do. I was just meeting with her yesterday. It's about making sure all the I's are dotted and T's are crossed. And, when the administration are doing their things, and it helps me to just be a football coach, and that's what you love to do, doing the things that you love.
Yes, sir. So, sticking with kind of a similar topic, the community. How heavily involved is the community with St. Helena High School football?
Well, it's a prideful place. Everybody likes a winner. Everybody has hometown pride. Everyone's related to someone that played, so you want to be able to carry on the legacy of the name that you write down every day on tests and paperwork, so if you are a Baker, if you are a Cheney, you want to make sure that you do what you should have do to represent your family well. And then it's about the name that's on the back of your jersey, the Hawks, so you want to make sure that we're playing a quality type of ball that the fans can get behind, because nobody really cares about what you do Monday through Thursday. They want to see you on Friday night. So I believe that we have a favorable schedule. We have some home. I was getting excited yesterday because we have a 3 stretch of back-to-back home games in the preseason, or the pre-district rather. And if we can really have some positive things happen, Greensburg will be rocking.
So, is there one thing you want to tell the community in the camera that you just want them to know?
Oh, most definitely. We really want you guys to come out and support us this year. Like I was saying, we go away the first week, but the next 3 weeks we'll be back at home. We have East Feliciana, we have Kentwood, we have Amite, we go to LaRange, and then we have homecoming. You know how we cut up for homecoming. So if we could get that type of crowd to show up for every home game, I think we'll have ourselves something wonderful going on in Greensburg, Louisiana.
Coach Gordon, thank you so much for joining me today. If there's anything Gridiron Football can do for you, do not hesitate to contact us in any way. We are here for you.
Yes, sir. I appreciate that.
That was Coach Gore from St. Helena High School. This has been Louisiana Gridiron Football 2024 Media Day. Stay locked in.